Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
Hey y'all, Donnie Keith here, aka Auntie Peaches from the Aunties Radio Show, also on The Voice of Reason. I'm here to say that ever since my man started taking A game, he's been on top of his A game. What? When I say A game, I mean his A game. He's more focused. He's definitely working out more. His attitude is better. And he's not complaining of all over body aches due to poor blood circulation, because A-Game provides great blood circulation, if you know what I mean, ladies. That blood circulation. Sometimes I have to hide the A-Game in the bushes when I'm out walking the dog just because I want some sleep. If you know what I mean, ladies. Stay on top of your A-Game, fellas. Get your A-Game.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure. As usual, we're just going to jump right into the topic. And as you can see, the title, You're Being Too Sexual. So what am I talking about? Ladies, I was watching a clip of that show, that reality show, Ready to Love. And I don't know the contestants' names, but there was one scene where one of the ladies and one of the guys had went out on a date together at like a candle making place or something. And she just kept being really, really sexual with him, like a lot of sexual innuendos, a lot of double entendres, just a lot of overtly sexual statements. And you know how they, on the reality shows, they had a little confessionals where they comment on whatever you're looking at. And one key thing that the guy said, he was like, she out-aggressed me. She out-aggressed me. And that made me think of this topic. And a lot of times you're too sexual. Too overtly sexual. And when you're aggressive like that, it's a masculine thing. It's actually a masculine thing. And we might not feel that way, ladies, because we know how we see sex. But I'm just going to break something down to you. Even though we live in 2021 in hookup culture and thought monkey culture and, HOE culture and all of this type of stuff, women's sexuality weirds men out. It does. Most men are weirded out by a woman's sexuality. Even nowadays, the myth persists that only whores like sex, and that if you're a good girl, you actually don't like sex, and sex is more like a duty to you than it is something that you can fully immerse yourself in and have an awesome sexual experience and just be like, oh my God, type of thing. Like, it still persists that good women who have more than their sexual market value to offer, actually don't enjoy sex to the degree that a woman of the street enjoys it. See, this is a lot of times why when you get into marriages, relationships, he doesn't actually have sex with you First of all, the way that he did before you were in a committed relationship. And he doesn't have sex with you the way that he would like a side piece or some other woman. Because our sexuality weirds them out. And a lot of men, not all of them, but a lot of men are just not, they can't get out of the virgin whore dichotomy where the woman that they see more than sexual value in actually doesn't have a lot of sexual value to them. I mean, they'll have sex with you because you're there, but they don't really expect you to like it, for lack of a better term. I mean, they want you to like it, but they don't want you to like it too much. Because if you start really liking it too much, then they start giving you the side eye. Like, why do you like it so much? Because in some men's minds, the only women who thoroughly enjoy sex kind of the way they do is an HOE. And in their minds, you can't be both. The woman that they choose can't have a fully immersive sexual experience with them. It's gotta kind of be, this is why they tame themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, he'll go all out with a side piece. She's gonna get the best performance he can put forward. Unfortunately, as his wife, you're probably not gonna get that not from him. Not gonna get that because he doesn't see you the same way. He sees her a different way, and it's probably from lack of respect, but then she gets the best sexual performance that he's gonna be capable of. He's like showing up and showing out when he's over there. When he's with you, he'll show up, but he ain't gonna show out because he's quote unquote preserving you and not turning you out because he doesn't want you to be an HOE. It doesn't make any sense to us, ladies, because we know who we are. We enjoy sex as much as, or sometimes more than they do. But when you're overtly sexual, it's a turnoff to them because it's masculine for them. Because they only think of men, they only think of themselves as really wanting and needing to be immersive when it comes to sex, and just like, oh man, we can do anything. Or you're an HOE if you're a woman and you do it. But in a lot of men's eyes, again, not every guy, but in a lot of men's eyes, you can't be too sexual because it's a turn off to them. But in reference to the scene, she was doing too much. See, it can be cute if you are cute with it. If you keep it cute, if you have a little subtlety with it and be like, yeah, you might make a little joke or you might make a small insinuation about it. And then he'll be like, oh, she's feeling me or whatever. But you got to leave it there, especially when you're first meeting a guy. Like, you can't do that because in that scene, that's kind of all she was talking about. And he kind of said it like, I was looking for a deeper conversation. You have to, if you're dating for the purpose of being in a committed relationship or a marriage, you actually have to show the first three of those. You have to show them. You have to show the personal market value, belonging, and the friendship market value. Like, you got to show it. You can show a little bit of the sexual market value, right? But you don't need to overdo it, because if he's talking to you like that, he's already attracted sexually, because again, men don't step to women that they're not attracted to. If he's just not attracted to you, trust and believe you're not going to be going out on any dates. You're not going to be going, like, you're not even going to be talking to him like that anyway, because he's not going to approach you that way for that. He's not, because he's not interested. He's not interested from the get-go. So, you're being too sexual. You're doing too much, constantly referring to your kitty, constantly referring to sex, constantly referring to how sexy you think he is and what you want to do. And even if you're not being vulgar about it, if you're just saying it too much, that actually tells him that you don't have anything else to talk about. That's number one. And it's a masculine thing to do. Women, feminine women, keep it real cute. Feminine women keep that really, really cute. Real cute. Like, to a minimum cute. You might say a little something, ooh, like if he touches you or something, ooh, don't start. He gets it. He gets it. Unless he's dense, he gets it. He gets what you're talking about. Or we can just keep it real cute and say, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Like, that's a compliment. And it lets him know you're feeling him like that. But you're also not being masculine about it, and you're not being aggressive about it. Like, you can't be more aggressive than he is. Anytime we're more aggressive than he is, it's masculine. You crossed over into masculine energy because you're trying to steer it a certain way without standing back and seeing what way he's going to steer it. He might actually go in the direction you're looking to go in. But if you're trying to steer the ship, it's masculine. So you might want to watch that, because some of you might have got ghosted because of that. A dude you were really interested in and you didn't know how to keep that real cute because, Kitty was talking through you. See, we got to watch that, because Kitty will talk through us. If we don't hush her mouth, she'll talk to him. So we got to hush her mouth and use our mouth, because a lot of times we'll say, ooh, he's thinking with his little head and not his big one. Well, we're talking with our little mouth and not our big one. Okay? Don't let her talk, especially when you're first trying to get to know a guy and you're like super interested in him. Do not let her talk to him, because she's going to say all the things she's thinking. And again, a lot of times for a lot of men, women's sexuality weirds them out. They're weirded out by it. Like, they kind of like it, but it's weird to them. It's just not weird to us. It's weird to them. Okay? Especially if they don't see you as a HOE and they kind of see you as a woman of like value and character and stuff like that. If you start talking about your kitty, they get weird. Like, why is she talking about? But for us, it's like, well, we got one. What do you think? What do you think it is? But for them, totally different story. They're hearing and seeing something very different. So we can't let Kitty talk to them, especially in the beginning. You got to wait and then let Kitty talk a little bit at a time, like later. Don't let her talk through you. Don't let the lower mouth talk through the upper mouth. Okay, the lower lips, we don't need those moving when the upper lips are moving. Okay, because she says crazy stuff. And we know it. We know she's crazy. She doesn't have any sense. She doesn't have any decency. She doesn't care. She just wants what she wants. Okay. And if we're trying to actually get a man that's worth something, we can't let her speak. We can't do it. We gotta watch that. Like, don't be letting her talk. She can't talk. She talk a different way. Like she on another program. Like, no. She'll ruin it. She will get you out of a potential relationship. She definitely. We think we talking our way in and we be talking our way out. Okay. So watch her mouth and then watch your own mouth. Don't let the lower lips move when the upper ones are moving, and you'll be fine. All right. All right. So what I'd like for everybody to do is like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And sound off in the comments. Is being too sexual masculine? And do you think we should be like watching her? Like, don't let her talk. I'm a big proponent of not letting her talk because it has never been a good outcome when those times that I have let her talk first. That has not ended the way I wanted it to. So it's like, oh, wait, I let her talk. I shouldn't have done that. So sound off. I want the ladies to sound off, and the guys too. Like, does that weird you out when women are being too sexually aggressive to you? So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.